Welcome back, everyone. My name's Token D Rock here with another video. I hope all of you are having a wonderful day. In today's video, we're going to be going over some more mining decentralization when it comes to Bitcoin. We've got a particular exchange in hot water with the UK, and then we've got a streaming service giant that's looking to implement blockchain into their streaming service to help their artists. Very big stuff. Before we get into that, we got to take a look at the market. Bitcoin is sitting above 36K. It went as low as, I believe, 30,500 this weekend, Saturday morning. I missed the opportunity to buy, but I will keep some cash on the side to buy the dip if Bitcoin ever goes towards 30K again. Ethereum's looking good at 2,200. Over the weekend, it did dip below 1,800 very briefly. Binance coin above 300 bucks, good stuff. Cardano $1.40. Polkadot at $17. Uniswap at $19. Chainlink's actually doing some pretty big moves as of late. Same thing with Solana. Overall, the sentiment in the market is kind of bullish at this current time. We'll see if the sentiment carries on later into the week. First bit of news comes out of the UK. Binance suspends popular fiat ramp for UK customers amid regulatory crackdown. So essentially, UK customers are unable to withdraw their British pound on Binance using the local payment provider, which is called Faster Payments, and this payment provider is used by all the major banks in the UK. It's processed near instant payments. But they do say that you can use the bank cards or like a debit card to move money off the exchange. This whole ordeal comes after a demand by the UK's FCA, or their Financial Conduct Authority, that was demanding Binance to cease all regulated activities within their borders. And they also stated that nobody from Binance Group itself holds the necessary permits to operate properly in the UK. They also stated that nobody from the Binance Group itself has the necessary permits to operate in the UK. Binance Exchange countered that claim by saying that Binance Market Limited is a separate legal entity, does not offer any products or services via the Binance.com website, adding that the FCA UK notice has no direct impact on the services provided on Binance.com. We'll touch base on this on a later date as more news develops surrounding this. Next bit of news comes out of Mexico. This past Sunday, we had the third wealthiest man in Mexico come out and say his bank, Banco Azteca, may be accepting Bitcoin in the near future in an attempt to promote the widespread adoption of Bitcoin. Mexico financial regulators weren't having any of it, so they released a statement just yesterday warning investors about the inherent risks the virtual assets carried as a medium of exchange and store of value. They added that any financial institution based in Mexico is not authorized to carry out and offer to the public operations with virtual assets. They specifically called out Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. Finance Minister Arturo Herrera said financial systems in Mexico are prohibited from using cryptocurrencies, a policy that was unlikely to change in the near future. The authorities added they would follow the evolution of cryptocurrency as well as the potential uses of its underlying technology, but still referred to the digital assets as volatile, speculative, and a less effective medium of exchange than fiat. It is interesting to note that though at least 2 lawmakers in Mexico proposing a legal framework for crypto following El Salvador's move as of late, the announcement from financial regulators this past Monday suggests some authorities are still hesitant about the idea. Last year, the head of Mexico's finance ministry's financial intelligence unit reported that cartels had been increasing their use of crypto to launder funds. and said the country's law enforcement lacked the resources needed to tackle money laundering when crypto was involved. Common lie that the institutions and the media like to drive home is that, oh, only criminals use Bitcoin. They use it for money laundering, X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. And, oh, we can't track Bitcoin, so that's why it's a problem. Meanwhile, we can't track the US dollar from point A to point B every transaction, but we can with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is immutable and every transaction is recorded on the chain with more traceability than fiat. Blockchain forensics has evolved significantly over the past 2 years and continues to do so at a rapid pace. Now, how many crimes have been committed using fiat currency and how trackable are they? Valid point. This was applied when the internet came out. The major argument was that it would be used by pornographers and criminals. After 25 years, we are somewhere else now. Think about it. So if they're telling you, oh, only the bad people are going to use it, they're probably hiding something from you. They probably know something you don't. And that's why they're trying to scare you out of adopting it. I think Mexico's attitudes towards Bitcoin will change as more and more countries in Central and South America start adopting Bitcoin as legal tender. Next bit of crypto news comes out of Iran. Iranian Trade Ministry issues 30 crypto mining licenses. Now these licenses are to be distributed among several provinces, 6 going to the region of Semnan, 4 licenses going to Alborz province, followed by Mazandaran, East Azerbaijan, and Zanjan provinces. Tehran province, which houses the country's capital, reportedly only received 1 license to operate a crypto mining center. The ministry also issued 2,579 establishment permits for new industrial crypto mining units across the country, 305 of them being secured by Zanjan province. Fars province and West Azerbaijan follow Zanjan with 262 and 247 permits respectively. Now, according to the report, an operating license is mandatory for Iranian companies to start a legal crypto mining business, and eligible applicants should acquire establishment permits and set up their industrial unit within 12 months and then apply for the operating license. Now, the report notes that cryptocurrency mining is legal in Iran as miners are allowed to operate under rules approved by the government in July 2019. Despite the legal status of crypto mining in Iran, the government is actively fighting illegal crypto miners due to increasing pressure on the national power grid. And according to the report, authorized crypto mining companies are required to pay much higher energy costs for mining cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin than our residential or other commercial customers. And this news comes after Iranian President Hassan Rouhani announced in late May a blanket ban on Bitcoin mining in the country until September as a measure to alleviate pressure on the national power grid. Subsequently, last Tuesday, Iranian provincial police confiscated more than 7,000 mining rigs at a farm operating in the capital, Tehran. The crypto mining farm was referred to as the largest, most significant drain on the country's energy usage. According to the Iran Power Generation, Distribution and Transmission Company, more than 188,000 units of crypto mining equipment have been seized over the past 12 months. These devices reportedly resulted in 180 trillion rials, or $4.2 billion worth, in losses to the national power grid and power distribution equipment. My takeaway from this article is, again, as China forces its Bitcoin miners to comply with government's regulations or to get out, more and more Bitcoin miners and crypto miners are going to move to other countries around the world, some close like Iran and Kazakhstan, and some countries far away like El Salvador and the US that are offering crypto mining havens essentially for these miners. In other news, Jay-Z and Jack Dorsey are entertaining the idea of bringing smart contracts and non-fungible tokens, or NFTs, to their streaming service Tidal. The duo looks to utilize blockchain technology as a way to offer empowering tools to artists. As Jack Dorsey claims, he says that he really saw how weak some of the tool sets are for artists when it comes to analytics and data, and it's hard for them to make informed decisions long term, especially when they're considering other revenue streams like merchandise and touring and NFTs. He claims they want to open up all the information tools and simplify it for anyone. Anyone can come on the platform and create. Talking about NFTs for a bit, he goes on to say that spirit of what NFTs represent, the spirit of just looking critically at how artists are compensated and approving that, is something that we want to spend a lot of time and a lot of our focus on going forward. Now, Jay-Z discussed the ability for smart contracts to enable greater financial autonomy for artists, stating it's so many creative ways you can participate and let others participate, and it's recorded there, so it's very transparent. There's no hiding behind any fancy words and lawyers. In his own words, he says, with these blockchains and these smart contracts, you can write the contract today to say any sale that happens, I want to receive 10 or 30%, or you can write it out 50% on the first one, 40% on the next. This is pretty big stuff if you ask me. I think it has the possibility to revolutionize the way artists release music, content, merch, you name it, moving forward. They will have the analytics and the data of their fans to cater to the needs and desires that their fans have. When it comes to content, merch, again, you name it. So if they're thinking of putting out X t-shirt with said design, they can pull up the analytics and data to see whether that would sell well or not. That way they don't drop merch or an item that doesn't particularly sell well. I think that's very cool. It opens up a lot of doors when it comes to content and how artists can release content moving forward. So Tidal is a paid for streaming service, I understand that. My only concern is how they go about retrieving this analytic and data from its users and the fans, because we do know Jack Dorsey is the CEO of Twitter, a free-to-use social media giant service. And with these social media giants, it's a free service, meaning you are the product. So the social media giant essentially takes your information that you willingly give for free on their platform, and it sells it out to corporations. And depending on your viewing habits, people you follow and stuff, those corporations then feed you ads based on that information. So that is my only real concern with this. Overall though, I think this is very cool stuff for artists. That about does it for today's video, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate you liking the video and subscribing to our channel. Got some links down below for you to check out, so please do so. Get some passive income on the crypto you're hodling long term via BlockFi and Celsius. Get trading today via Binance US. Stay up to date with crypto prices via CoinMarketCap. Stay up to date with your favorite altcoin events via CoinMarketCal. And follow us on Facebook for occasional callouts. Until next time, everyone, take care. Bye.